I'm Bill Jasper with the New American Magazine. I'm here at FreedomFest 2021 in Rapid City, South Dakota. And it's my pleasure to introduce you to Connor Boyack. He is the author of the Tuttle Twins.
That's right.
Phenomena of storybooks for young people, for children, and a new film, a video, animated video, which will be out soon. And Connor, why don't you just tell us first, how did you get this idea for doing the Tuttle Twins?
So my friend Elijah and I are both parents, and years ago wanted to talk to our kids about these ideas. How do we teach kids about free markets and property rights and individual liberty? And so I went on Amazon one day trying to find a book that would help me talk to my kids about this. There's books,
good luck.
Yeah, well, there's books on like sex ed, and there's book, all these topics. Surely there ought to be a book, teaching these values. And there wasn't. And so Elijah is a very creative person. He became our illustrator, and I became the author. And this was in 2014. We did the first book as just a fun project trying to see, does anyone think this is a good idea? And
if I'm correct, it was this one.
It was based on Frederick Bastiat's The Law. And we sold a lot of books. And so that was really confirmation that, there's something here that people want more of. And so that's just led to doing more and more books since.
Now, obviously, the law, I think, would be of interest to people who are liberty-minded, who are adults.
Sure.
What ages are you aimed at?
So we have these children's books that are more for kids age roughly 5 to 11, but now we've also developed books for toddlers, and we have, we got ABCs of the American Revolution as an example. We got ABCs of economics, the ABCs of liberty, and then we have books for teenagers as well. I'll grab one of these really quick and bring them in frame. We've got story novels for teenagers that tell political and economic values through the nonfiction stories. So an example of that. We also have a guidebook series. So this is the Tuttle Twins Guide to Courageous Heroes, where every chapter is, like here's Laura and Rose Wilder, for example. Every chapter talks about a different hero, whether this is someone who stood up for what was right, civil disobedience, etc., trying to fight injustice. And so we share their stories, and the teens, this is for a teen audience, they can learn about these ideas as well.
So you've had quite a go, because you just began a few years ago, and how many have you sold?
So 7 years into this, we've sold over 2.5 million books. What's interesting is in our first 6 years, we sold about 750,000 books overall. In 2020 alone, we sold 1.3 million books, which was almost double the entire past 6 years. And so to me, that's very encouraging. It's a silver lining with all the COVID craziness that a lot of families are waking up and saying, man, the world is crazy and everyone's gone woke. And, the government has really flexed its muscle. How do I talk to my kids? I, the parent, I don't know about freedom, and I don't know enough. And so a lot of families have really woken up and turned to us as a trusted resource to help have some interesting family dinner discussions about these ideas.
And these are available not only in English, but what?
We translate in about a dozen languages right now. We have tens of thousands of books already distributed in Germany and Italy, Brazil, France, many more countries. And so we actually just have our first book in Korean. We have a partner in South Korea, so we're exploring the idea of getting these books into North Korea and trying to spread the idea more. But these are values that the whole world needs. These are not American ideas alone. And so we're very excited to translate these books and teach people all over the world.
Now, the big new development is the Tuttle Twins movie, animated.
So we absolutely, we want to, just as we're we started with our books for 5 to 10-year-olds, and now we have toddlers and we have teens, so we have different ages. We also want to move into different formats. So we have a podcast, and we have a game, and we have curriculum. So we wanted to do a cartoon. I've wanted to do this for a while. So we raised millions of dollars. We have a very high-quality professional cartoon we're working on. TuttleTwins.tv is where you can find that. And this fall, we're going to be coming out with the first episodes that we funded from the crowd, from our supporters. And it's going to take these ideas and turn them into a very high quality, super fun, entertaining cartoon for kids where they can also keep learning about these ideas, but in a different medium than our books.
And what has been the overall news media reaction or reviews to Tuttle Twins?
Socialists hate them. So, you know, we've had some detractors out there who think, oh, this is propaganda for kids, to which I say, all kids are being propagandized. If you don't think that the so-called left and the big government folks and the statists and everyone else are influencing children, then you got another thing.
Critical race theory for kindergarten, LGBTQ and drag queens for grade school.
Yeah, of course, those people aren't criticized. It's those of us trying to teach about morality and the golden rule and entrepreneurship. So yeah, we have some detractors out there, but they're few in number. Parents, our typical response from parents, the grandparents is, why have I never heard of this before? Where was this when I was growing up? We have a lot of parents who themselves are unfamiliar with these ideas. They believe in freedom, they cherish these ideas, but they don't really understand them because they went to public school or, you know, they never learned these ideas. And so this gives them an opportunity to learn with their kids together and then have a conversation about that. And the adults love it. The parents are loving it because it's not like, here, parent, read The Creature from Jekyll Island, this thick, you know, G. Edward Griffin book. Few adults are going to do that. But if it's like, you know, hey parent, read The Creature from Jekyll Island for your kids, suddenly that parent is learning about central banking and the Fed and inflation, gold, money, all these things. So it's a very easy and effective way to reach even the adults, which I find very exciting because our efforts, we're always trying to educate voters and reach people. Now we can help them through their kids also reach the parents as well.
So tell us again, what people want to buy the books, they want to find out about the movies.
Yeah.
You also you have formed Libertas Foundation. Yes. Tell us quickly about that.
So Libertas Institute is a nonprofit think tank, and that's at libertas.org. We change hearts, minds, and laws. So as a typical think tank, we try and not just talk about these ideas, but go put them into practice and work with elected officials at a state and local level across the country to change laws in favor of freedom. And so as part of changing laws, we have to change hearts and minds, and that's where projects like this come in. And so that's the Libertas Institute. If you want to find out about the Tuttle Twins books, that's at TuttleTwins.com. And then if you want to find out about our cartoon that's coming out, which is going to be free to watch for everyone, that'll be at TuttleTwins.tv.
Excellent. Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure, and God bless your efforts.
Thank you. Appreciate it.